sorrow with a smile. Then I thought to myself, if I go and knock at the door, if my wife comes and opens the door, will I be able to carry her? My burden is heavier, I cannot carry her. She's heavy. That's all I said. So these are the things we go through. Okay, men, that's a funny thing we do. That's what we do at home all the time. We pick on my wife, and we are a happy family. I want to go real quick. Whom do you resemble? So many times all the people who came and said they resemble their father. As I was growing up, just let me tell you my story real quick. I look like my father. He's a smart guy. But I am wise and a strong-willed child like my mother. If you keep my mother and myself, you won't find any difference in acting, doing things. So every child has a resemblance. Either you look like his father and act like a mother, look like mother, act like father. So that's a resemblance we have in each one of us. All the children has to resemble somebody. Let's look at this. A child is naturally resemble their parents in some manner. We share common characteristics, whether physically or temperament. So God is telling us, in the Bible, we should resemble Him. I'm taking a passage from Proverbs 3, 5 to 8. It reads, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones." We are going to base my sermon on these verses. Whom do you resemble? Trust in the Lord with all your heart. In order to trust the Lord, we must know who God is. God is the creator. In Genesis 1:1, God says, He created, in the beginning, God created heaven and the earth. Right? That's what He is. He created man, you, in His image. Genesis 1:12. God created the world, God created man. Easy, right? Look at this one. In Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, it says, He formed you in the womb. He knew you. Can somebody read that one, please?
Yeah.
For me. Jeremiah 1:5.
Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations.
Amen. Look at that. That's womb. Before you could found you, God knew you. He created the inmost being and knitted together in mother's womb. That's Psalms 139, 13 to 16. Quickly, if you have, read it. It's Psalms 139, 13 to 16. Okay, He is more than
For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in the book before one of them came to be.
Okay, you understand that? And we are God's workmanship. This is what I want to focus on. God's workmanship is in Ephesians 2:10. We are men. We are made by God. He formed us. He put together in a special way. We should trust the Lord. Once you know the God who created you, you have to trust. It is easy to trust and follow Him when you know a person. Even in our lives, you have to know your wife. You have to know others in order to trust and walk one to other in one way. If you don't trust your wife, there's no point in living together, right? Married couple. So we have to trust each other just like we trust God. When you first trust God and follow His way with all your heart, you love your other person with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul. Same thing you should do to your partner. We are married for 30 years. We had all those up and downs, but still we trust each other. Secondly, in all your ways, acknowledge Him, He will make your path straight. We are lost. All of us are lost, one way or the other. It is just like this, going to some place. What we do? We get lost. We ask somebody. What they do? They direct you. Some people direct you in the wrong direction, the way they knew. Men, we are like that. We drive the car, go there, and ask somebody. They say, go on the left and turn, right and turn, left, and there it is. If you listen to my wife, you'll be lost all the time. Oh. Because this is a right, this is a left. What? That's right. Even if you have GPS, she prints the road map and guides me. I said, which left, which right? Okay, I'll do it. So, in all your ways, you acknowledge them. All this, we are lost. We are lost. We should always focus on God. Trust Him. Lead His way. Just look unto Him and acknowledge Him in all the way, whatever decision you take. Acknowledge Him. If it's sickness, acknowledge Him. Thank you, Lord. This is what you're going to do. If you're disappointed, thank you, Lord. You're teaching me something. You're going through something. Lord, acknowledge Him. What are you teaching me? That's what the verse means. Thirdly, now as we are acknowledging, you take the path straight. Where is the fourth page?
Right behind it.
Next one.
Behind it.
Do not be wise in your own eyes. Okay? Do not be wise in your own eyes. I know about cars. I know about cars. I can do the oil change and everything. But the interior part I don't know. I know what car is. I know all the knowledge and everything. But can I repair a car? No. You can go to the wisest person, Mr. Gabe. He knows about car in and out. In our lives, we don't know anything. You think we know everything. Due to I'm 57 years old. You think I know everything in life? Portia says, Papa, you don't know anything. What you've done, it's all gone. You're old now. This is modern day. We have to adapt to modern things. Wise. Be wise. Wisdom. Don't be wise in your own sight. Fifth one is fear the Lord and shun evil. We have to fear the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of the wisdom. We have to fear God, who He is, what He is, what He is going to do. That's what the fathers should do. We have to fear the Lord and shun evil. Don't do any evil to anybody. If I ask Uncle Sam, he is my best buddy. All the men, for whatever I say, they'll agree to it. But Uncle Sam will come with another solution. And he'll criticize me all the time. But we pick on each other all the time. Because I learned from him a lot of things. He'll say, if I say something, Brother John, don't say like that. Don't say like that. If they do wrong, let them do. They have to give account to God. Don't worry about it. That's the way we have to do. Then we have to associate with the people who have wisdom and knowledge. And we have to fear the Lord and shun evil and walk in His way. Lastly, how much do you resemble God? All this we do in order to resemble God. That's what God wants us to be. He wants us to walk like Him, talk like Him, be like Him, do everything like Him. last week, but it's Romans 12 says, men, offer your body as a living sacrifice to God. Men, we have to lead our life so pure, so clean. Our bodies, our physical body should be sacrificed as a living to God and God alone. Let not think about how to come in life and everything. Having all the properties, having everything in your life doesn't mean anything. But if you don't sacrifice your body as a living sacrifice to God and God alone, when you do that, what happens? You'll get wisdom from God. How to lead your family, how to lead your life, how to lead your wife, how to lead your children in the right path. Who do you resemble? Last point is what I'm going to do with it. How much do you resemble him? Questions. These are questions you don't need to answer. When you obey God, what happens? Your bodies, what a living sacrifice, your bodies will get strengthened, both will be strengthened. That's the 6th verse. It's already, I didn't see this here because I messed it up. I messed up my sermon. Whom do you resemble? Let's go to the last part, and this is what I want to take with you. How much do we resemble him? Do we have characteristic of Christ? Do we show our understanding of his grace and mercy towards our wives and children? Are we living purely as he is pure? When others see us, do they see Christ in us? Do we resemble God? Whom do you resemble? If you don't understand what I said, anything, I'm going to show you something. You will remember this for your life. I'm a very good person at show and tell. That's what I do. This painting, am I holding it correctly now? This painting is done by my wife. She put all the colors together, the birds, the trees, and everything. It was a plain parchment. It was not framed, but the man who was with them, he framed and he put the canvas together and started painting. Each stroke gave a beautiful thing for this painting. Can anybody see? Everybody see? Yes. It's a beautiful, it has a sun, it has light, it has glass, Bible, and everything. This is a beautiful picture. We are like a white parchment brought into this world, nothing, naked. But God, He took time to form us. God, He took time to put the brain, everything in order to be like Him. Every stroke, every brush He put on paint and tried to strike, He strikes you with the beautiful colors. Your sorrows, He strikes, son, don't worry, this is coming to you. I'm there with you. The red color, blue color, all the colors. He paints you with the sorrows, with your disease, with your temptations, with everything. Whatever you have, He paints you. But still we don't get it. But what He did at last, He said, I'm not going to paint anything. I'm going to paint you with my blood. On the cross, His nails, His hands, and nails were pierced. His head was crowned with thorns. He gave everything He had. Blood, He covered you with beautiful red color, the blood, so we can be like Him. We have to resemble like Him. What are you going to do about it? Whom do you think you're resembling? In your workplace, in your family. Think about it. That's what I'm going to go to close with this. Whom do you resemble? We resemble our earthly Father, but we resemble God who's the creator. Amen.
Amen.